Okay, so first of all, let me get this out of the way. Michigan cannot overlook this game and get upset. That would be an absolute disaster. I don't think it will happen, but you never know. Going into Ohio State, I'm sure some Michigan players and even some of the coaching staff maybe are overlooking and not taking Illinois seriously. Don't do that. As far as what they can show, I got to be honest. I'm already pretty confident that Michigan can go into the Horseshoe and beat Ohio State because they have this. They're winning with about the same formula as they did last year. They're great in the trenches. Their running game is one of the best in the country. Their defense is statistically the best in the country, although they have played a weaker schedule. But still, that isn't nothing. I thought coming into the season, honestly, that they might have to win games a different way. Losing Aiden Hutchinson, losing Dax Hill, losing David Ojabo, losing Hassan Haskins, the running back. But honestly, that hasn't hurt them. Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards, to me, are an even better running back duo than Hassan Haskins and Blake Corum were last year. Blake Corum has proven that he can be that every down running back, and I think he's a legitimate Heisman contender. The defense is number one in scoring defense, number one in yards allowed, and number one in rushing yards allowed. And to me, that is what is going to translate going into the Horseshoe. I think that Blake Corum and this offensive line can do what Hassan Haskins did to Ohio State last year and just completely gash them. I know a lot of times this year I've talked about this might be the week where they open up the offense. Is it going to be this week? Is it going to be this week? Is it going to be this week? Are they going to let JJ cook? That's not going to happen. I have completely given up on that dream. I wanted to see it. But here's what J.J. McCarthy has done. He has taken what the defense gives him. He hasn't turned the football over. Mm-hmm. He has showed a propensity to make big plays with his legs, get those 3rd and 7s where everything breaks down, keep the ball on a read option. And the defense. I mean, I know that you and I are both, even though you're a Michigan State alum.
Yes.
You have a lot of respect for Mike Morris.
I do.
Mike Morris is a guy that has stepped up.
I want him on the Lions.
I want him on the Lions. Yeah. He's become that sort of star defensive lineman in the same mold as like an Aiden Hutchinson or Ojabo. I'm not saying he's as good, but he has taken over. I needed one of those guys to kind of show out, and he has. And that defensive line, just kind of like last year, gave C.J. Stroud and that offensive line lots of trouble.
Yeah.
Mozzie Smith, I think he's a Sunday football player.
He's a beast, yeah.
He's an absolute beast. To me, he kind of plays, and I know a lot of people are going to hear this and sort of like scoff.
Don't say Aaron Donald.
No.
Okay, thank you.
I think he sort of has played a poor man's version of the Jordan Davis role on the Georgia defense last year.
Yeah, I can get with that.
Not a guy who you're going to look at and his stats jump off the page, but he opens things up for everybody else, and he's quite the run stuffer. And, of course, you got a guy like a Yabiyoki, another defensive edge rusher who's kind of more of a speed guy. So, to me, the running game and defense has already shown that they can be dominant. That is how they beat Ohio State last year, with a quarterback who just kind of managed the game, which is sort of what J.J. McCarthy has proven he can do. So to me, I'm already confident that they're going to go into Ohio State and win. But of course, they can't blow this one to Illinois, or else it'll
be bad.